Hi everyone, welcome to another interesting lesson. In today's lesson, we want to factor this cubic equation. We want to find the value of x, and to do this, we try to factor this equation or solve for x in this equation by using grouping in a clever way, because sometimes cubic has hidden pairs that can pop out factors naturally. So let's approach this cleverly. We have solution. In this solution, our equation is 3 to the power of x minus 6x squared plus 11x minus 6 equal to 0. So let's consider splitting this 6 to the power of 6x squared. We have x cubed minus, so we can split this as 3x squared minus 3x squared, then plus 11x, then minus 6 equal to 0. So now let's group this. We have x cubed minus 3x squared into bracket plus into another bracket minus 3x squared plus 11x minus 6 equal to 0. Now over here we can factor out x squared at this side, so we have x squared into bracket x minus 3, close the bracket, then plus into bracket minus 3x squared plus 11x minus 6, close the bracket, equal to 0. Now let's consider this part by splitting this as well. So simplifying this, so we have x squared into bracket x minus 3, close the bracket, plus into bracket minus 3x squared, then plus 9x plus 2x minus 6 into bracket equal to 0. So we have split 11x into x into 9x plus 2x. Now from here we have x squared into bracket x minus 3, close the bracket, plus open the bracket. So over here, this part we can split out, we can factor out 3x, that is minus 3x, then we close the bracket, we have x minus 3. Okay, so we have to group this as this way. So if we group this, then we can now factor out this, minus 3x from this part. So we now have plus, over here we can as well factor out 2. If we factor out 2 from here, we have into bracket x minus 3, then close the bracket, equal to 0. So we have this bracket. So now this can now be factored out. We have from here, we have x squared into bracket x minus 3, close the bracket, plus, then we have this to be minus 3x, and this is factored out, minus 3 as x minus 3, x minus 3. So this will have plus 2, then factor out x minus 3, then we have brackets equal to 0. So over here, this can now be written as x squared, okay, into bracket x minus 3, close the bracket. So this can now have minus 3x plus 2, then into bracket x minus 3, close the bracket, equal to 0. Now from here we have x minus 3, x minus 3. Then we can factor that out. So we have x minus 3 into bracket, then open a bracket, x squared, then minus 3x, then plus 2, close the bracket, everything equal to 0. Now over here we can solve for x in this quadratic part, and we can also solve for x over here. So firstly, if we simplify this, we can rewrite this as x minus 3 into bracket. So if we simplify this, we have x squared minus x, then minus 2x plus 2 equal to 0. Now we have x minus 3 into bracket, then x into bracket x minus 1. Okay, if we move out minus 2 over here, we have minus 2 into bracket x minus 1, then close the bracket, equal to 0. So x minus 1 is common. So we have x minus 3, then multiply by, open the bracket, we factor out x minus 1, x minus 1 into bracket, then we have x minus 2, open bracket, x minus 2 equal to 0. So we now have this part, and this part to be finally simplified and factorized. So it means that over here we have x minus 3 to be equal to 0, implies that x equal to 3. Over here we have x minus 1 equal to 0, implies that x is equal to 1. Then over here we have that x minus 2 equal to 0, implies that x is equal to 2. So our value of x implies x1 given by 1, x2 given by 2, and x3 given by 3. So these are the values of x. These are all possible values of x in this cubic equation. Hope you enjoy this lesson. If you do, please like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share the video. And we'll meet in another interesting lesson. Thanks, and keep studying maths.